Hi, I'm here to demonstrate the ASG golf game's quick play features and rules. There was someone on the Delphi forums that had requested maybe seeing how this works. So here we go. I'm going to use when I purchased my ASG game, I did buy a quick play course just to see what it was like, and I purchased the Pinehurst course. Now, what you get for the quick play is a series of these cards, and each card represents a hole. So this is, you can see the first hole, here's the second hole, and so forth. So you'll have 18 cards with each quick play course. And the way the game basically works is that we will roll 3 dice, and we'll read the red and the white as your standard 11 through 66 to get a result off of the player's card. We'll use the result of the red and white to get this number to look up to get a result off the card, and then the green die will determine which column we look under. So if the green die is 1 or 2, we'll look under the W column. If the green die is 3 or 4, we'll look under the I column. And if the green die is 5 or 6, we look under the P column. We'll take that result number and come over to the hole card, and it will tell us the score that the player gets. Now, you'll notice that on some of these, on some of the numbers, there are letters in addition to the number. And these are what are called the quick play modifiers. And there are 3 different, in the way we determine whether those modifiers are in effect is we will determine the course condition of soft, normal, or hard. We will determine any wind conditions that there may be, and then we can choose to play the course as normal or PGA type rough or US Open type rough. And for this demonstration, I'm going to use the open rough because it does bring in another of those modifiers. So the first thing that we're going to do is roll 3 dice, let's see. We're going to roll 2 dice, and we're going to get the conditions because I haven't done this yet. So the red one will represent the course condition, and the white one will represent the calm light. And where I'm going to determine what those are is each quick play course has a set of modifiers. In this case, we're using Pinehurst. And if we look over here, as I said, I am going to play it as if we have the US Open style course here. So the D, any D results in the card, that modifier will be in effect. As I roll the dice, the red die will determine what the conditions of the course are, whether they're soft, normal, hard, and it will be based on the result, the red die result here, and the winds will come off of the white die to determine if another modifier might be in play. So, and like I said, you can download these set of charts here. There's one for every quick play course that ASG has for these modifiers. So here we go with that. Okay, we got a 5 for the conditions. A 5 means it's hard. So the B modifier, a small b modifier, will be in place. The white die was 3, which means calms winds, so there'll be no modifiers. So right now we have the small d and the small b modifiers. And I'll go ahead and write that down here. Conditions is hard, and that is a small b modifier. And then the winds, there's nothing. And we're playing the open rough, which means the small d. I'll go ahead and mark up here the fact that we have, oh no, hard was, okay, we have US Open rough, pins, and so forth. and that is a D, small d. Now that's not the only modifiers that can come into play here. If we come over here, there's three different types of modifiers, like I said, that can come into play. One that I didn't talk about was if there is a big X or a small x before the result. And how that works is, let's say, in this case, you see the number 6 under the W column is X12. And this is a par 4. Well, the big X says that you have a possible birdie or par based on the golfer's quick play rating. Well, if we look at the players' cards, they all have a quick play rating. Mickelson has 8, Els has 11, Singh 10, and Woods is 9. Now, on this particular example, where it says X12, if the player's quick play rating is equal to 12 or larger, then they would get a birdie. There'd be a birdie on this hole. And as we just saw, all these guys are less than 12. So if they roll this result, they're just going to get a par for this hole. The other X that can come into play, and if we pick this X8 here, the small one means that the player could get a possible bogey or par. And it's the same type of thing. If their quick play number is equal to 8 or larger, then they get the better score, which in this case would be a par for this par for the hole. If their quick play rating is less than 8, they would take a bogey. So that's how the X's work. We talked about the modifiers, the small letter modifiers, or large letter. In this case, we got small d, b, and d's. And all small letter modifiers are going to increase the listed score by 1 shot if that modifier is in effect. So as they point out here, a 5C result will become a score of 6. If it's a large letter, if we would have got a large modifier, it would have reduced the score on the whole chart by 1. So large ones are good, small letter modifiers are not good for the golfer. And like I said, we got 2 of them, B and D, in effect, which will cause the golfers to increase their score. And this is the letters that are on the hole charts. If you remember on the ASG games, these small letters here after the result numbers are used on the board game when you're playing a shot by shot. They do not come in effect for the quick play version here. Here's what I told you wrong on that. This 5D, they're going to either get a 5 or a 6 on this hole. And because D is in effect, all the players would get a 6 here, so it'd actually be a double bogey. Not really good at all. And then the last modifier things we have to look out for. There are some holes that will have exclamation point, an asterisk, or a plus sign after their result. And if there's an exclamation point, you re-roll the 3 dice, and if you get a 6, they're all 6s, you reduce the score that's listed by 1 stroke. If you have an asterisk, you just roll 2 dice, and if it's a 66, you reduce the listed result by 1 stroke. And if it's a plus sign, here we have chances for some really bad scores. Possible triple bogey, re-roll 2 dice. If 3 is the result on either die, score is the listed result plus 1. If re-roll is 44, is both 4s, score is listed plus 2 strokes. So this is where we can get into some double and triple bogeys. And that's it, sports fans. That's all there is. I'm going to go ahead and roll a few holes here, and let's see how long it takes, and we'll go from there. I looked up and Googled the best players of the 2000 decade, and I picked, and it came up with Mickelson, Els, Woods, and Singh. So these cards, these golfers' cards, are from the 2000s decade set that ASG has available. So here we go. I'll just start with Mickelson here. We'll roll 3 dice. We have a 66 with a 4. 66 and a 4 would indicate the iron column. So his result is 12. We come over to the hole card, 12 under the iron. So we come over to the hole card and we look at a 12 under the iron. And here we go, right away we have a 3 asterisk. So we know that he's going to at least get a birdie here. Remember, an asterisk says re-roll 2 dice. If the roll is 66, we reduce it by 1. So Phil starting off right away to have an eagle opportunity. But he rolls a 33. But he does get a birdie here. So we'll go ahead and mark that down. Okay, next up is Ernie L's. Ernie rolls 46 with a 2. 46 under the woods column, because it was 1 or 2, is a 15. We come over to 15 on the card under the woods column, and you see a 4. Ernie gets a par 4. Next up is Tiger. Tiger rolls a 16 with a 2. 16 under the W column is a 13. 13 under the W column here is a 4 also. So Woods has a 4. And last up is VJ. 36 with a 5. 36 under the P column is a 27. 27 here under the P column is a 4C. Thus modifier C is not in effect, so he walks away with a 4 also. Okay, that was hole number 1. We go ahead and flip that up. We've got a par 4 here in number 2. Phil gets honors here. We'll go ahead and roll. 24 with a 4. 24, and we look under the iron column, is a 27. 27 under the iron column here is a 5 with a small d. And we know here that those are going to add a 1 to the result of this. So he started out with a bird, and now he comes right back and gets a double bogey 6. Okay. Next up is Ernie. 64 with a 6. 64, third column is 16. 16 under that putter column is a 4C. C is not in effect, so he gets a par. Whoops. 4 L's. Tiger. 44 with a 2. 44 with a 2 would be the woods columns. 14. 14 is a, under the wood column, is just a par 4 for woods. And last but not least, VJ. VJ rolls 24 with a 3. 24 with a 3, that'd be the iron column, is 28. 28 under the iron column is a 5. He gets a bogey. Okay, hole number 3. You can see this is moving along. If I wasn't filming it, you could really roll through a whole set of 18 with 4 golfers here. There's a par 4 again, 327. Let's see who's up here. We'll go with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods rolls a 14 with a 3. That's be the iron column. 14 is a 4. Come over here. A 4 result under the column is a 4D. The D, which is the, let's see, D is the result we got because we're playing a U.S. Open type style course. That's in a modifier, so you know it's a tough course. So so that 4 becomes a 5 because D is in the small D is in effect. A bogey for Woods. Next up, Ernie L's. Ernie rolls a 55 with a 6. That'll be the P column. 55 is a 6. A 6 here under the P column is a 4. Par 4 for Ernie. Steady Ernie here. Next up will be BJ. BJ rolls a 24 with a 2. That'll be the woods column. 24 is a 27. 27 on the hole card under woods is a par 4. And Phil. 56 with a 2. 56 under the woods column is a 15. 15 under the woods column is a 4 for Phil. I think I'll film one more hole here. Okay, so par 5 up is Ernie. Ernie L's. 51 with a 3. 51 with a 3. It's an iron column is a 3. Come over to the 3 iron column and you'll see that it's a result of a par 4. Next up we'll go with DJ. 26 with a 1. 26 under the woods is a 14. 14 under the wood column is a 5, so he gets a par. Oh, but Ernie got a birdie there. I didn't realize that. Singh gets a 5. Woods is up next. Tiger. That is a 25 with a 1. Tiger 25 under the woods column is a 1. Come over here. A 1 is a 3 with a, oh boy, look at this, a 3 with a exclamation point. Special rule with exclamation, we roll 3 dice. If he gets 666, we reduce it again. This would be amazing. He's already got, okay, he didn't get a 666, but he got a 3, which is a eagle. And we'll finish this with Phil Mickelson. He rolls a 62 with a 4. 62 under the iron column, because it's a green 4, is a 3. A 3 under the iron is a 4. He gets a bird. So, I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and I'll come back and I'll show you the scores. But you can see that it's going pretty fast, and I'm going slow because I'm talking and trying to film. So I'll go ahead and finish this course and come back and show you the scores and wrap up comments. Back a little sooner than I said I would be. I just wanted to show you this example here. VJ rolled a 23 with a 6. So 23 under the putter column is a 16. Over here on the 5th hole, 16 under the putter column is a large X 4. And because VJ's quick play rating is greater than 4, it's a 10 in fact, that turns it into, with a big X, you can either get a birdie or a par. His quick play rating is larger than 4, greater than or equal to 4, so he gets a birdie on this hole. Okay, I'm coming back for the last 2 holes here. Forgive my messiness here, and I actually wrote down the pars for the holes wrong when I made my score sheet. But after 16 holes, these are the scores. Woods and Mickelson are even. L's is +1, and Singh is leading the group with a 2 under par. So here we go into the last 2 holes. One is a par 3 and a par 4. We'll go ahead and we will roll for Singh first. A 22 with a 5. 22, the putter column is a 3. 3 is a 3C, so 3, this is a par 3 hole, he pars it. So Singh will par and remain at 2 under. Next up is Ernie L's with a 35 and a 5. Ernie is 14. In the 3rd column there's a 3. Ernie pars it and remains +1. Go with Tiger next. He rolls a 63 with a 3. 63 with a 3 is a 3 under the I column. 3 under the I is a 2B. Now normally that would be a birdie, but because we have the B modifier in effect, which is the hard course conditions, we add 1 to this score, so he ends up with a par also. And remains even. And last is Mickelson. He rolls a 25 with a 5. 25 is a 7 under the P column. 7 is a 3, so everyone pars 17 to maintain their current score. Going into 18, up first, we'll go VJ. Number 18 is a par 4, 445 yards. Here we go. VJ rolls a 14 with a 6. 14 with a 6 is the 20 under the P column. 20 under the P is a par 4. VJ finishes at 2 under, and will probably win unless there's a miraculous eagle here. Next up is Ernie Els. Ernie rolls a 54 with a 5. 54 under the P column is a 25. 25 under the third column there is a 4. So he pars. Ernie gets a 4. Finishes at +1. Tiger will go next. Rolls a 13 with a 3. 13 is a 3. 3 under the I column is a par 4. He finishes even. And Mickelson rolls a 45 with a 6. 45, that'll make it under the P column, is a 14. 14 under the third column here is a 4, and he finishes with a par. So, no great excitement there over the last 2 holes. So, this is the first time I have ever done the quick play. I will tell you that I did enjoy it. I don't know if I would have the patience to replay a whole tournament, but I could easily see doing some sort of match play type tournament or something with a reduced number of golfers. I think you could do a whole match play probably in 20 minutes with 4 golfers, 20 to 25 max once you get rolling. So all in all, I think this is a really nice feature for the ASG golf board game, and would allow you to do some special type things. So any questions, when I'll post this on YouTube and I'll make a reference in Delphi and so forth, but any questions or anything you see that I did wrong, point it out. I'm going to watch the video and make sure that I did things right, but let me know. Hope this helps. See you soon. Bye. Last thing I wanted to mention was there is a quick play golf course on the ASG website, Torrey Pines, that you can download for free. In case, if you have the game but you don't have any quick play courses, you can download this and try it out yourself. You still need a game because you need the golfer cards and stuff like that. But if you don't have any quick play courses, this is your chance to get it and try it.